All right guys, so today's video, I decided to do a top 5 list of my favorite truly wireless earbuds that are under $50. With the holidays coming up, there's tons of truly wireless earbuds that are inexpensive, but most of them aren't any good. So I figured it'd be kind of helpful to have a list, or at least have something to point people towards if they're looking for something where they don't want to spend a whole lot of money. Now, obviously there's tons of truly wireless earbuds out there I haven't tried, but this list is based off the ones that I've tried and ones that I prefer. Now, these are not full-on reviews. If you are interested in watching the actual original reviews, I will have links to that in the description. Also with links to where you can buy these on Amazon to get the best price. So let's start with number 5. Number 5 on the list is the EarFun Free. These come in at $50 and right now they're 10% off on Amazon, which makes these 45 bucks. They use Bluetooth 5.0 and they actually use the TWS connection. So your Bluetooth signal is going out to each the left and the right individually, so it's not heavily depending on one earbud. And that usually means you're going to have a better connection. Now they're also IPX7 waterproof. So not only could you go out and run and jog and sweat heavily and have rain hit them, you could also drop them into water and you're going to be fine. Now, as far as what you get inside the box, you're getting the small, medium, and large ear tips, but you're also getting USB-C for charging. Now, battery life on these, you're getting 6 hours individually, and you're gonna get somewhere around 30 hours total with the case. But the big plus about these is if you pick them up and they're dead, they have the fast charge feature where a 10-minute charge is gonna get you around 2 hours of use. And another bonus, the charging case on these are actually Qi wireless charging capable. So if you have a wireless charger in your home, just come home, drop the case on the charger, and it'll start charging. Now these do use button controls, and one of the downfalls with these is that they don't have volume control. Now you can summon your smart assistant and tell it to turn the volume up or down, or you can just use your phone, but I prefer to always have all of your controls on the earbuds. Now, as far as using them individually, you can use either the left or the right by themselves. And then if you're going to take calls, it uses the CVC technology, which is blocking out a lot of your surroundings when you're taking calls. So the mics on this one is very, very good. Now, the sound on these to me are very similar to Samsung's Galaxy Buds. And the reason I think that is it's very clean sounding. It definitely has a more tight, punchier bass, but nothing that just drowns out the other frequencies. This is a very nice, clean, overall sounding earbud that still has bass you can feel. So again, the EarFun Free coming in at $50, right now $45 on Amazon, is a great deal. So now let's move to number 4 on the list. Number 4 is the Tranya T3. They are $50 on Amazon right now, but they have a $10 off coupon, so you can pick these up for 40 bucks. Now they also have Bluetooth 5.0, but they use a Realtek chip, which usually means it's more focused in on the audio and you get a little bit wider sound in your frequencies. And so that's why I usually like the ones that use that chip, but there's not many that do. Now it is IPX5 water resistant, so it is good against sweat, rain, and even some light splashes, but this pair you definitely don't want to submerge into water. Now, as far as what you get inside the box, you're going to get the small, medium, and large silicone ear tips. And then as much as I hate it, you're also going to get the micro USB charging cable. Now, speaking of the charging cable, battery life on these, you're gonna get around 8 hours individually. I personally got closer to 7, but that's because I like to listen to them a little bit louder. And then with the charging case, you're gonna get around 60 hours total. So again, for a pair that you can pick up right now for $40, this is really, really incredible. Now, the one thing I like about these a lot is this pair blocks out a lot of your external noise. So you don't have to listen to them very loud to be able to block out people talking around you, traffic. It's not noise canceling, but it's pretty close. Now these do use button controls, but the controls on here control everything. So you have play, pause, skip forward, go backwards, and also your volume up and down. Now if you do like to use your earbuds individually, you can use either the left or the right. And if phone calls are important, that might be something that you're not crazy about with these because the mics are just okay. Now this is the part that definitely makes these worth it. If you are a bass head, if you love just impactful, thick bass, these have it. This is probably some of the best bass you're going to get out of a pair of truly wireless earbuds, let alone the fact that you can pick them up for $40. It's kind of crazy. I myself love bass, but I love it when bass doesn't impact the other frequencies. I still like to have clear mids and highs. These definitely deliver, but they more than deliver with the bass. So the Tranya T3, being able to pick them up right now for $40 is a hell of a deal. All right, so now let's move to number 3 on the list. Number 3 are the JLab JBuds Air. This pair I've actually had on a lot of my top 10 lists, top 5 lists. This is a pair that comes in at $49, and they've even upgraded it to have Bluetooth 5.0. Now it also has IP55 water and sweat resistant. So again, this is a pair that you can use out and about and not worry about. Just make sure you don't drop it into water. Now it also includes small, medium, and large silicone ear tips, but the huge advantage in my opinion, now I know some people don't like this, is the charging cable is actually built in on the case. Just makes it where you don't have to keep up with the cable, and it's always nice that it's just there. And as far as your battery life goes, you're going to get around 6 hours individually, and then with the case, you're gonna get a total of around 24 hours. Now this pair has touch controls, and the controls control everything. And the one big bonus in these is the fact that you also have 3 different EQ settings that are built in that you're also able to control within the earbuds themselves. Now, as far as using them individually, you can use both the left or the right, and then the microphone on the JLabs is actually pretty decent. But the huge selling point on these is the sound. Even though they offer the 3 different EQ settings, I found that JLab's signature sound is my favorite. It has a bass that definitely feels like it punches and hits you in the face, but also has a mid-range that's really forward, really nice and clean, and then treble that has a nice attention to detail. It's a very dynamic sound, but it sounds great across all genres, which makes the JLab JBuds Air a pretty good pickup at $49.99. All right, so now let's move to number 2. Number 2 on the list is a very special pair. And the pair I'm talking about is the SiFi Bomaker. They retail for $49.99, but right now on Amazon is a $15 off coupon. So you can pick these up for $35, which I would immediately say that's the pair you want to get if you don't want to spend a whole lot at all. So some of the features that you're getting is you are getting Bluetooth 5.0, but these use Qualcomm's 3020 chip, which means you're getting aptX and AAC playback, which is some of the best Bluetooth quality that you can get. And then on top of that, they even have an IPX7 rating, which means you can actually submerge these into water. You can take a shower in these. You can just go out and about and not have to worry about them. And then another added bonus is it comes with 6 sets of ear tips. So you're not gonna have any problem finding the right fit, which with all pairs of truly wireless earbuds is one of the most important things. Now, as far as your battery life on these, you're going to get somewhere between 6 to 8 hours. It kind of depends on how loud you like to listen to these. But also with the charging case, you're going to get around 30 hours total. Now, these do use physical buttons, but I'm happy to say that you can control everything within the earbuds themselves. Now, these both can be used left or right individually for those that like to do that. And then the microphones on these are actually pretty decent. They also use the CVC technology, which is blocking out a lot of your outside sound. Now, the special thing about these are the graphene driver that's being used. The bass is always very, very punchy, but it's really tight and accurate. It's more of a controlled bass where the high end is extremely clear. It's a very detailed sounding truly wireless earbud, especially considering that they're only $35. So the SiFi Bomaker, it's kind of a no-brainer sitting at number 2. All right, so number 1 on my list is a pair that when I did a video, it sold out. It's kind of been sold out for a while, but they are actually available as of right now. And that pair is the SoundPEATS Truengine SE 2. There's something really special about this pair, and the fact that they're only $48 doesn't hurt either. Now they do have Bluetooth 5.0, but they are also using the Qualcomm 3020 chip too. So you're going to have aptX and AAC playback, which again is going to give you some of the best quality that you can get using Bluetooth. And so as far as your IPX rating, they are IPX5 water resistant. So this is a pair that you can go out and jog, exercise, run, stuff like that, and you're going to be fine. Now they do come with the small, medium, and large silicone ear tips, and sadly they come with a micro USB cable. But speaking of the charging cable, you are going to get around 6 hours of battery life individually, and you're gonna get close to 27 hours total using the case. Now these do use button controls, and I'm happy to say they control everything, which is just something important to me because I don't like to pull out my phone to control the volume, and then I don't like talking to the smart assistant to tell it to control volume either. And if you do like to use your earbuds individually, you'll be happy to know that you can use either the left or the right. And then as far as taking phone calls, these also have the CVC technology so that a lot of your outside sound is not being affected when you're taking calls. So what separates this pair from the rest is they use dual dynamic drivers, which basically is giving you a lot of low end, it's giving you plenty of thump in your bass, but it's still pumping out very nice mids and highs as well. I love the detail that this pair picks up. It's just a very natural, pleasing, truly wireless earbud to listen to. So again, the fact that you can pick these up for $48 is an incredible buy. But guys, that's my top 5 list that I hope this helps, especially for some of you guys that are looking for gifts during the holidays. But for a lot of you that are always asking, what's just a nice budget pair to pick up? Any of these on the list, I highly recommend. But guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.